One thing I've done in my life is I've always tried to like just push my feelings away. Or I'd be in a bad mood or something would happen, and I would just decide to. Typically, for me, I would just eat my feelings, and I did that ever since I was young, and it took a really, really, really long time to finally break that habit. I mean, I'm still struggling with it to this day because it was a habit that I formed when I was very, very young. And I mean, it's just like a constant struggle to just, feel what you're actually feeling and try to actually understand why you're feeling that way versus eating to feel better or smoking or drinking. And I mean, I've done it all, and I'm trying not to do any of that stuff because it's not good for your health. So, what the large reason that I'm trying to focus so much on my health is because I realized what I was doing to it over the years. And I mean, we got some freaking pretty amazing bodies to put up with the punishment that we dish out to it every day in our lives. I mean, when I look around and I look at some people, and I mean, think of what they had to do to end up the way that they are. And I'm not talking about like the way you're born. I'm talking about like when somebody has been drinking too much or smoking too much or doing too many drugs, and like the toll that it takes on your body is pretty wild. And I've just really, really, really been trying to focus on feeling my feelings. And I know that's crazy coming from a man, because when I was growing up, you're not supposed to have that. You're not even we're supposed to be logical. We're supposed to think everything through, and feelings are stupid, and they're not important. But the longer I'm here, the more I realize that they're there for a reason, and you need to understand and try to understand why you're feeling that way. So I mean, and I'm still struggling because all my coping mechanisms, I'm not allowing myself to use those, because I'm no longer going to punish my body because I just don't feel good, or I don't feel happy, or something in my life, it just isn't working the way I want. So then I'm going to go get a box of donuts and a glass of milk, or go and stop and grab a joint, or go and stop and grab a couple tall boys. Like I just not the answer. Like I want to live a healthy life. If I'm going to be here, which it doesn't seem like we really have a choice, if I'm going to be here, then I want to be as healthy as possible. And I ain't gonna get there by eating my feelings or drinking or smoking my feelings. I don't. What are some of the ways that you cope? I mean, I need to get some ideas from other people, because with fall here and winter coming, and this is the time when it's really easy to slip back into old ways, especially with the holidays, Thanksgiving. And I'm not talking about just like food, but when you get together with your family, things get stressed, and we all try to cope. Let me know some ways that you use to cope with life, and when you're in your feels.